Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, we're back on good old Satisfactory, ready for another day on this beauty and brightful morning. There we go. That works. This beautiful and bright morning. There's my words. We're back on a modded playthrough. And if you'd like to know what those mods are, the mods list is down in the description section of the video, along with a link to Satisfactory Mod Manager, so you can download it and install mods for yourself. Yes. Okay, so again, just as a reminder with the mods, a lot of them are still either broken or kind of semi-working on update date, so do be aware of that. If it's in yellow, it's probably best to still leave it disabled because it probably will still cause issues and stuff like that. So definitely be aware of your mods if you are running them, or if you're planning to install any mods, definitely be aware of the ones in red and stuff like that, the ones that are broken. Do not install them because it will cause issues for you and your system and your game and stuff like that. So definitely be aware of that. So I did a few things in between episodes here, including upgrading these miners to Mark III. So all of these miners on the entire map are all Mark III miners now. I even added a new copper train that comes to this. So there's now 2 trains mooching off of this station. And these are all Mark III miners as well. It took a lot to do because it costs, encased industrial beams. Doesn't cost that. It costs the infused modular frames. There we go. And turbo motors. Since we had just gotten those over the last week as well, I was able to go around to every single miner. Like I said, on the entire map, every single miner is now Mark III, and everything is overclocked to its best ability. If it was a pure node, the Mark III miner only got 2 overclocking cores just to get it to 780, because 780 is the max we can do with our belts and such, and stuff like that. And I still have yet to run the numbers on now the new miners. I'd imagine we're going to be bringing in way more, especially with all the ores and stuff like that we've been pulling in. I need to go and run all the numbers, get that all kind of figured out. But I'd imagine that we're definitely running a lot more in terms of ores and whatnot. And he's going to come in on my intro. How you doing, buddy? You enjoying the abandoned city, kind of? It's not really abandoned, but it does look deserted because there's no vehicles or anything. That would be a nightmare to run on any system. I also cannot wait for season 4 when we go and do modular factories this time. We're probably still going to be doing like its own like a nuclear plant, but it's not going to be as big probably. This one was a really cool build. I don't think we're ever going to top that, so we might as well try something different in regards to that. But yeah, we're going to be doing modular factories next season. So what is the plan for this episode? The plan for this episode, with all the lag, is is the we're going to be finishing up the getting the copper powder. I think we have just a few belts to place, and that's about it. Over in the building, the main building here. I still think I'm going to put another floor on it. I think that would probably be the best way of doing it. So we probably will be doing that. On top of that, we're going to be yeah, we're going to probably be starting on those fused modular frames. Or, sorry, the pressure conversion cubes. That's what they're called. Yeah, okay. And here we are. I'm actually really enjoying doing those intros like that. I think that is, it's fun because I get to show off really, I'm not a good cameraman. Look, I haven't gone to cameraman school, okay? But I've been trying. I don't have an automated system. I know there's mods for that kind of stuff, but I like to do it myself. I like to feel more natural or more like a person controlling it um, rather than me doing it. So, or that makes no sense. Rather than a computer doing it for me. I think doing those intros and stuff, it's been really fun. I've definitely Definitely have enjoyed doing that new stuff. It's really cool to do, I think anyway. But yeah, I haven't ran the numbers yet, but I think we're going to be bringing in enough copper ore now. That train station has, let's see. Oh, I forgot to turn my nodes off. Look at this map. This is why I turn the this is why I turn the ore nodes off. Look at this freaking thing. It's because I have radar towers everywhere. Let's see. So this one right here, that one specifically, has a normal, and a normal. So that's 600 times 3, because they're all overclocked to their maximum, as well as their Mark 3s. So that's 1800 per minute just for that. I don't know what else. It's serving another, obviously it's going to be serving the main factory as well. But then we also got, on top of that, we've got a pure node, which is doing 780. So 1800 plus 780 is 2,580 that we're bringing in. So we're bringing in a whole lot. I just added another train. It's called Copper Train D. I'm not creative with the names. That's okay. I always like how I also this is why I think I'd make a great streamer. Well, not great as in amazing. I mean great as in I would actually be somewhat decent at it. I think is because I always hand gesture all the time. I don't have a fancy camera or anything, so I can't like be like, hey, look at me. You know, look at my face. Look at my ugly mug. I do. Look pretty freaking. I look pretty freaking ugly. But yeah. With the camera thing, because I always gesture with my hands. That's why it's just like when I'm saying something with a little bit of, I don't know, a little bit of emotion behind it and stuff like that. You'll see me just stop moving. It's because I take my hands off the keyboard mouse. I just take my hands off the mouse. I start gesturing with my hands, and then I forget. And then that sudden realization, like, oh, there is no camera. I'm gesturing with my hands. Very. I like to gesture with my hands and stuff like that to convey emotion. It's quite fun. But you know, when I'm super focused into a game, of course I don't do it. But if I'm not doing anything at that particular moment, I will take my hands off the keyboard mouse or off the controller and just gesture with my hands, even while talking with friends and stuff. Even if I'm not doing a video, I'll still do it. And I just realized that nobody can see me doing that. It's so funny. I love it. It's hilarious to me that I do that. Okay, so the next thing, I think we should set up for drone ports, but obviously we don't have the materials to do that. Do we have? We don't have the materials to make all that. No, not even possible. All right, you know, we should just go do perfect pressure conversion cubes, I think. I was gonna finish this, but I think that's gonna finish it once the pressure conversion cubes are being made. Okay, so we have a few issues with that, by the way. Let's go ahead and back out of here. Hopefully we don't cause a train crash, which I often do. Often do cause train crashes. Watch, the train's gonna come down that hill, crash into me. No, not this time. Okay, now unfortunately we do have to make the loop because there's only one way to get to the other side to start heading back that way properly, and that's to go all the way to the end of the island, turn around, and come back. Because I've made this the median here. I made this a one-way because what trains were doing was they were cutting through the middle in order to get to the train stations, which normally isn't a problem, but I had all this rail. This rail wasn't being used at all because the trains would just cut across because it's faster. So I got rid of the center rail to be able to go through that way. If you're coming from the stations, that's when you use that track. But if you're going to the stations, you have to come around this way, or you have to go around the other way in order to get to this side. so that all the tracks are being used at some point, at least by a single train, because that makes sense. Yeah, this rail right here doesn't get used because they don't go this way. I think they go around the other way if they need to get to these stations, but I think most of them going to those stations are actually coming from off the island anyway, so it really doesn't matter. I love how the signals just don't work anymore. It's the same with the items being on belts. The items being on belts just aren't there half the time, or not there at all. Sometimes I've seen belts that are completely empty. They got things on them, but they're just completely empty. Yeah, they said it has something to do with TSR, right? Like, or NVIDIA DLSS, or one of the anti-aliasing things that's causing those kind of issues. Switch to TSR to fix it. It doesn't fix it. And then they say, "We'll just turn it off." Then I turned it off. It doesn't fix it. Okay, I don't think we have a train coming. I can't tell because of the pathing signals. I can't just, path my way through here. That's not possible, and I don't see how they wouldn't make that possible either. So I'm gonna go straight. I can't see that signal because there's that thing in the way. So the original plan was to build the pressure conversion cube. Oh, geez, they're stopped. Well, I was looking over here. I was on my phone, sorry. Turn on self-driving. Off you go. Or not. Oh my gosh, I hit him so hard. Okay, there we go. Hopefully we're not connected. No, we're not connected. Okay. Right, is that train going? No. Oh, what are you waiting on, buddy? Just go. Did I not turn on? I did turn on. Oh, he's going first. Okay. Alright, so they're just waiting. Alright. A little bit of a blockade there now that I've crashed. I've caused a blockade. Also, I've been playing Satisfactory as well off camera, in between episodes and stuff like that, like late at night when when I don't need it, or when I'm not recording or anything like that. I've already got the episode recorded. Okay, now they're gone. I've already got the episode recorded, so I've been playing on somebody else's server. They have given me permission to record on their server, but I'm not going to because I already got this one for right now. So plus they're mid-game. There's no reason to record mid-game if you haven't seen the start of it or been there in the beginning. Maybe he'll start a new server at some point and we can record that. But yeah, I'm definitely not gonna record mid-game and whatnot. And I'm definitely not gonna record when I already got a series going on. That's too much Satisfactory. Oh, perfect. Okay, here we go. So I need to mark out the spaces where he flies, or she, or it, whatever. They. I don't really care. Need to mark out the spots where they fly. Okay, so their wingspan is here. So they fly right into this section. They take up this whole area. Okay, so here-ish. Yeah, here. We'll mark this off. This is what I wanted to know: is could I build another cube next to this? Okay, this is actually perfect because I can build the pressure conversion cubes here, depending on how much space this takes. So it takes that. We'll just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 foundations by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 foundations. Okay, 7 by 7. I think that'll fit in there, I think that'll fit on that line. So if we put it like a space in here, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's perfect. Because the wingspan doesn't go past this foundation, so that'll fit. Very nice. And again, because we don't have micromanage, we're not able to build the cube like we have before. That's just not going to happen. We're going to have to wait a lot on it, but the least we can do is do this. So this is that. So it's one cube in is where it starts. So right there. Okay. We can at least get it started. It's going to build very similar to this, obviously, but it's not going to. Let's see. Can I go to the store? Be right back, guys. I'm going to go to the store. Okay, I wanted to purchase... Can I purchase pressure conversion cubes or no? Yes, I can. Okay. Alright. So if you've been here any length of time, you know why I'm purchasing this. Before. I'm back from the shop, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry for the wait. Alright. I'm being stupid. So we need to build it very similar to the last one, but this one's slightly different. Looks like we'll have to use foundations for the bottom of it. Okay, so it's got a 45 on either on all the corners, and then it's got these. We could do these walls. Those we could probably do. We can't do the angles on the top and the bottom. That's not going to happen. But we can definitely build the top. Looks like that's some 1 meter foundations, and then maybe we could use some beams in between to get that done. Obviously, the bottom's not going to be built necessarily like that. And I know this is assemblers, so just be aware. I know it's an assembler that makes things. Yeah, if we go O and we go pressure conversion cube, this is made in an assembler with these and these. Which we get the fused modular frames right next to us, so that's not a problem. We just got to bring a belt of radio control units over here, which shouldn't be too much of a problem as well. So that's something that we can do there. I'm just trying to think, like, what would be the best way? So to do these walls, that's going to be interesting. I think we might need micromanage in order to make that happen. Just by looking at it. I guess we could do is we could get the outline of it. Like, we know this is the corner, right? So can we get there? That's what I wanted. So let's get the outline of it first, I guess. How many is it across? It's one, so counting the corner, one, actually, just do this. So that's 3, that's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so 12 across. Okay. I should have been here. Yeah, I don't think his wingspan goes beyond that. So, yeah, like I said, 12 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Sometimes I have to double make sure. I almost sneezed in your guys' ear. It almost came out of nowhere. It's just like, I gotta sneeze. Probably cut it out, but well, I have to. That dude, my sneezes are like a nuclear bomb going off. I sneeze so hard I can use a lot of the times, not sometimes, but A lot of times I can feel like the vibration in my skull. I mean, of course I can, but it's like it's weird. I can't explain it. People with loud sneezes would understand, I think. Like you could probably hear me at the neighbors sneezing. They probably just went, what was that? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we want. Oh, hello, hole. How we doing? Have I visited any holes lately? No, except for that one today. Just the one today. I guess that's the best way to do it. Like that. Okay. 2, 3. Let me just go 11. Oop. No power over here, buddy. There ain't no power over here. Okay, this should be 10. Well, 8, 9, 10. Yep, okay. We do need some power. I will throw some power poles up real quick. Let's grab from... We'll grab from here. That works. Bit of lag going on because I'm connecting to power and disconnecting and reconnecting. Of course, that's not the only reason it lags, but that's part of the reason. Yeah, actually, like I said, graphics does not matter with this. It's crazy. Alright, Ash should be able to fly around. That'd be just fine. Okay, there's the size of our cube. I'm going to guess that it's the same. Well, it's a perfect cube, right? So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. It's exactly 12 up as well, which I'm fine with. Okay, 11. 12. Oh, if you guys haven't seen it, definitely check out my whatchamacallit, my Hydroneer series. I had a really good friend of mine, which I consider family, because I've known him for so freaking long now. He bought me Hydroneer and said, hey, check this game out. And I was just like, sure, I'll check that out on the channel. Well, I didn't say that, but he probably knew I was going to check it out on the channel, I'm sure. It's a pretty freaking relaxing game. Like, if you want a game you can shut your brain off to, definitely, while still making some kind of progress, I guess, without having to think too hard. Just like I just want a game I can shut my brain off to. I can listen to some music. I can kind of relax, you know. Too. Hydroneer is definitely one of those games. It's not a very exciting game, I'll give you that, but there are a few slight annoyances, but honestly, if you can get past those, it's actually not a bad game. Like I seen the price of it, and it's not a bad price for a game. For what it is, I'd say yeah, it's worth a game. It's worth a buy, just because of the price. Like. That could be me just thinking about, you know, how expensive AAA games and how crap they are these days. And and whatnot. But yeah, in my honest opinion, definitely worth a buy if you're, if it seems any kind of interest to you, definitely. Um, the multiplayer's not great, but the single player's okay. I actually enjoyed playing it as well. So, like I said, it's one of those games. You just turn your brain off to it. It's a and you mine stuff and then you dig, or then you sell the stuff, and then you mine more stuff, and then you eventually start making better stuff. You can do fishing in the game. You can do all kinds of crazy things. It's actually pretty good. At least I enjoyed it. Anyway, back to this pressure conversion cube. So that's the size of the cube. I really wish the fly meant rate fly by right now. And we'll see if it fits. So it doesn't look like we're going to be able to put anything right there in that spot, just because of the way it flies into this area from right about here, and then it kind of just slowly turns and then flies up as it turns. So it takes out the whole area. There can't be nothing here. Maybe the only thing we do is maybe like a concrete park or something. That's about it. But at least I can fit my pressure conversion cubes here. I was actually starting to get a little worried that would not have been possible. But it does look possible now, so there's that. So pressure conversion cube. It's got these things on it that are like foundations, but not like foundations, I guess, because they're kind of hollow. I can't see because of the shadow. Let me go take it over here. Freaking shadow, man. Actually, it might be even more prudent to grab ourselves some architecture here. Is that gonna be too high? Maybe not. I think it drops it at your feet, doesn't it? See, I don't do this very often, so. But not 1, 2. Oh. Oh, it drops it where your cursor's at. Okay. Or where it can drop it, maybe. Oh, there we go. You know what? That works. That works. Okay. So it won't drop it on the flat, but it'll drop it on this. Alright, so yeah, it looks like the foundations are hollow, and it's got these little bits sticking out of it as well, which again, micromanage is about the only way to do that as far as I know. So we can count these as probably walls, but at the same time, not. Just trying to think, what would be the best way to build this? Because these are obviously foundations. So here we go. This is what I wanted to know. Just to make absolutely sure. Okay, there's the wingspan there. Oh, it cuts into the cube a little bit. Balls. If I had micromanaged, I could move the cube over. So it does cut into it just a wee bit. You know what? Maybe that's not a bad thing. Maybe it's okay. It does like slightly clip in certain areas, so yeah, I think we'll just leave it. So it does retain. We got to do this with something we can paint, right? So I am thinking walls, but at the same time, I'm like, would we even be able to do that with walls? So basically, in order to get a wall at an angle, in order to make that happen, we have to do a road barrier, and it's, like I said, it's going to be this size. Let's take these out, just like that. It's going to have to be there, isn't it? So that the wall doesn't stick out. That's going to have to be closer. Like there. Yeah, that's the best we can do right there. Okay. So then we take this out, take this out. Okay, so it's not the corner, but it's right at the end. Alright, we can do that in all the corners. Do I have enough iron plates I can build out of? Not really. I'll build it out of concrete for now. Now I'll change it. Okay. So again, we go back to architecture. Grab this piece here. Put it at a 45, which you can always tell by, see how it's covering up both holes, both little dots or whatever, right in the middle. And then it's one like that. Now we take a wall, and we hold control, and it replaces it. Okay. So that'll be the angle of that. Now let's do it on all four corners. Alright, so there's that one. Oops. Okay. Back over to the cube. Actually, I don't think it'll clip now that we know that the corner's going to do that. And then we got to go out. So I'm thinking the three foundations or at least three walls in the middle are not going to have a wall. These look like they're one wall tall. So yeah, then we can do that corner and then go around. And we follow this, we might be able to make that work. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of all this framing here. Because that was just to get the shape down. So if we hit H on this, can we get this lined up? Or we might have to use a okay, that's not close enough. So there. Okay, again, that's not close enough. So what if we do put H on that and then hold control? Will that move it just enough? Oof. And it works, but it doesn't at the same time. It needs to be in more. It needs to be like in here. Maybe there. Okay. So maybe there. We're screwed either way, it looks like. What would probably be the best is to put a beam in there. Like a metal beam that we can color. That'd be the best way. So yeah, basically you just put the wall here, I think, then, isn't it? No, it's one more. So yeah, we just put a wall here, and then we'll just put like a beam and connect it. Call it a day. That's the closest we're gonna get with the game's normal means. There might be another way to get it a little closer. We could try. No, you know what? I think it's fine. So then we're going to do one more like that. Okay, so then we do this side. So it's right there. Full control. Okay, that's a little close. So it might be only a singular wall that gets used. I don't know. Because it does go pretty far into it, but that does look like a foundation plus 2 halves. That's only one wall, though. This is like a wall and a half. That's actually pretty easy to do. Do this. And then save there. Oh, forgot to place it. I don't know, something like that, maybe. See, that'd be a wall and a half. Might go with that. Okay. And yeah, it's gonna glitch and stuff like that. But if it's exactly wall and a half, then when I turn these to metal, or to fix it wall so I can paint them, it actually won't look too bad. It'll glitch as concrete, but yeah, so we can do that to all 4 sides. And now that that's done to all 4 sides, I think now we can, what are these? These are probably 4 meter, aren't they? Or are they like exactly, well, 4 meter is a 45, so yeah. So they're wall tall, and then yeah, we just get it. We got to get it up to the wall. So, so it's gonna be like this. So an 8. No, it would be an 8 meter, wouldn't it? Because a 4 meter, it's not. That is not. It would be an 8 meter wall. Okay. Then we hit H on this one. Oh wait, you can't. We can't go upwards. I forget. So we can nudge left, right, forward, and back, but we can't build up, which is a strange deal. But that's okay. We should be able to put a wall there. Yeah, there we go. Actually, we need that. Okay. And then we should be exact. Oh, freaking cable's in the way. There we go. Okay. Now we get rid of this. Like that. Yeah, that looks like it. Kind of. Yeah, I would think it is. Okay. Yeah, that looks like it. That really does. I like it. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it on all 4 corners. Heck yeah. There we go. All 4 corners. Heck yeah. Actually look kind of cool. I might incorporate this into a build some other day. Heck yeah, man. Looks actually really nice. So, in order to make this work, I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do this. So that I don't have to do too many extra steps to make this happen. Yeah, let's remove all of the triangle pieces first, because we know this works, right? We know this does work. Let's remove all of the triangle pieces for the moment. This is just temporary. I will be putting them back, don't worry. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to color the ones that have to stay here. This way I don't get confused. because I might get confused later on to which walls to delete later. Oh, I accidentally removed the wrong one. That's fine. So we color all these walls. And we already have the grid for up there. We just need to get the walls up there first. So that should be pretty easy to do. Okay. So then, we do have power at every corner, so we should be able to make this work. I need that in Zoop. Okay, I'm just gonna remove all this for right now. On this side, okay. Yeah. So now it's one more tall. And then what we do is we go, okay. So this one's only 2 walls tall. So we do that. We do that. So first of all, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remove those. Remove all those but the 2. Pull these up there, and we remove all those but the 1. So just like that. And there we go. Now we have an exact copy of what's below. So we do that on all 4 corners, and we should get something like this. I went to talk there and that didn't work. But yeah, look at this. Actually looking pretty darn good if I do say so myself, and I do say so myself. Just kidding. I'm not that full of myself, trust me. So then, so we can easily, I think I'm going to fill this with half foundations on these walls. I'm not sure yet though, if that'll be the best course of action. We'll have to just test it, I suppose. And I need to get some power up there as well. There we go. Yeah, basically like that. And then we just, there's the inverted ramps as well, which are just easy to place. Just like that. Then we'll also get our corner walls on this one as well, on the bottom floor, which are just as easy to replace. Just like that. Nice. Alrighty then. We have that. A little bit of lag going on there. I guess we should probably. I have the plates now because of that. Because the frame was also made out of plates, so I got all those plates back. So we should be able to easily paint all these. And then these ones are going to be the same orange. They're going to be the fix-it orange. Just like the other side here. Now, again, we'll need micromanage in order to do the top. Because we got to do one of these on the top side in order to make it look like the cube completely, all the way around. But yeah, that's not going to happen without micromanage. Because micromanage is the only method I know of. Somebody might have figured something out, I'm sure. But the only method I know of to make walls rotate like those ones up there. So, because we done that with the micromanager last time. We built the walls and then we just rotated them with micromanage to lay them flat. Because foundations, definitely we're not going to cut it on that one. There we go. And then we go colors. And fix it primary. Because that's what this color is made out of, as you can see. Just paint all these. Just like that. There we go. Looking good, looking good. It's definitely looking like a pressure conversion cube now. Well, it's starting to anyway. So yeah, here's where I have the issue. Is it's not one wall thick. It's not a full wall. It's like half a wall, and then it's got these. See, it's got this bit in the middle of it as well. So these walls are much thicker than they appear. But the only choice we have if we want to go this, or if we want to do this angle, the only choice we have is to use these. So I'm thinking it would be, how do we get that on that? Doesn't make any sense. I guess we'd have to do this maybe. Like move this wall into corner with that wall, and then we do this. Yeah, we can't go down and go only. That's only access. I wish they give us access to go up and down too, but yeah, this doesn't. It doesn't work like that. Okay, so then we'd have to. What would be nice is if you could snap a wall to a wall and then rotate, and then it would actually do a 90 degree, like a 45 or a 90 degree. That would be cool, but that's just not possible. So I guess then what we do is I gotta find that spot there. Oh, this is gonna be annoying to do, I tell you. Is that? Yeah, that's that there. And then we gotta do the wall like this. And then the same with this one, of course. Like that. Like that. A little bit of lag going on. So you basically would have to do that. But like I said, it's only half a wall thick. So that's definitely that's not exactly plausible for me. Now, of course, if I had micromanaged, what I'd do is I'd take one of these basic walls, get it gridded to that, and then I would angle it upwards. That would be the best way. The other thing we could do is we could do half foundations, but we can't do half. I don't know why they gave us half foundations if they weren't going to give us half foundations of the ramps and stuff. Like, what? Like, if you use a half foundation anywhere, you can't use, there's no other half anywhere other than this. This is the only other half piece that works with that. This should all be halved. You should have made halves for every piece. I don't understand the devs sometimes. They annoy me with a little bit sometimes when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like, well, what was the point, you know? And then they give us like these beams, right? These concrete pillars, or they give us these pillars. They give us metal pillars and concrete pillars. The concrete pillars you can paint. The metal pillars you can't. Which makes no sense why you can't paint those. Like, well, what's the point then? You could paint the beams. You can paint these metal beams, but you can't paint the metal pillars. What are they thinking? Same with the, you can put a wall hole for a pipe anywhere on a wall, but you can't put it You can't put a wall hole for a belt anywhere on a wall. Like, I get that they won't be able to make a full space for it to be like the actual wall holes, but at least the mod that I had was it allowed me to do it just fine, and I was happy with that black square. You know, have the black square and then put some lines in it, put some lighter lines in there, and kind of make it look, I don't know, a little bit 3D-ish, to make it look like those. I don't know if you guys ever seen them, like they have conveyors that go through like stores and stuff like that when they're doing like quality checks and whatnot. They have like these rubber like pieces that the product flows through and it flaps it up. Of course, that wouldn't work on this game, obviously, because that'd be too much animation. But you could have that and make it look. It doesn't have to actually pierce the wall and make a hole in it, but make it look like, I don't know. You wouldn't even have to do that. Just take the wall hole mod. I'm sure Andre Quilla would be honored to give you that. I don't know. That's just me. Okay, so those are gonna have to wait. I think what we might do is just do. So the other thing I wanted to do was half foundations, right? So foundations, because we can't do half walls, so half foundations are gonna have to be what works. So this gives some heftness, obviously, to the thing, and then we're gonna, of course, we're gonna color these like this. Oh, whoops. We're not color them. We were going to make them metal so we can paint them. We need to paint these black, I think. Actually, this might look cooler. Right? Because you can't paint these black, can you? Let's see. Black. I mean, we had to paint them black anyway, but... Huh. Actually, it looks somewhat cooler to do it that way. Just paint it, just purposely place it the wrong way. We gotta do that. Or we could do grit metal foundation. I didn't think about that. Grit metal foundation is also black, and it doesn't glitch as much. Ooh, actually, it looks much better. It is glitching a little, I'll give you that. What does it look like going the other way? Like, I like the ribbed. It's so bad. But I also like that too. That's also cool. Might go with that. Yeah, that looks better. So like I said, this is just to give some heftness to the fused modular frame. Those in all the corners. Something like that, I guess, would probably be the best way of doing it. So I need to know as well. Okay, so that half foundation, that's not exactly what I was going for. It would be a full foundation, actually. On the top and bottom, okay. And then, alright. So it's not exactly what we wanted. It's gonna be this, probably. then, yeah, so this, 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 and this. And then we do this. And this, I guess. Oh wait, we gotta move that in, don't we? It's like that. And then... Okay, now it needs to be moved in one more. So like that. And then like that. Like that. There's going to be a little bit of weirdness going on, but yeah, be something like that though. And turn this on to grid metal. Yeah, so something like that anyway. That's the way it looks to me. Like I said. So yeah, unfortunately, this is all wrong. I just got done doing this, and it's like, nope, it's wrong. Hey, I got to delete it all. No. Right, well, guess we let's get to it then. There we go. That's what I'm after. Just like that. Shit, looking really good. Very nice. I love this new feature, by the way, of us being able to lock the hologram and then nudge it around. Really nice. Does save a lot of time. Okay, so the beams themselves. I have an idea, which may work. But again, it requires us to have half foundations, so... if we have a half foundation up top there, we could make it work as well. So basically, even though we can't do everything, we might be able to do like a half foundation. Of course, I'm going to choose this to forget metal, or whatever. So, to match everything. So it'd be like this, just for now. I don't know if this is going to stay a half foundation like this, but we can at least just put them in. So we can at least get the framing started. Oops. That one too. That one's going the wrong way. It says we're showing the corrugated part. Okay. What missing here? Okay. So then we go over to the corners here, because this is where it's going to start. And what I want to do is I want to try this. So we're going to go architecture. We're going to put down a, probably not that, big pillar support like this on each corner. This is how we're going to get that look. Because the pillar starts out a little bigger, but it immediately immediately goes into a smaller one as soon as it starts. Okay, and then of course the only thing we can do is these, because these painted black. I don't think these painted black will look good. Well, not those, sorry. These ones here. We can try. Nope, I keep forgetting it's not on. Oh, there we go. It's not shiny metal, though. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter, but yeah, I think the best one is going to be the metal pillar, which I can't paint. Because at least it's shiny. Yeah. for some reason we can't have painted. We can't have these painted pillars or paintable pillars. Which again, no idea why that doesn't exist. There's so many things that don't exist that should exist. Like it just makes sense for it to exist, but it just doesn't. There we go. Nice. Oh, and of course we do gotta paint these black though. These gotta be painted black. Power. The power is all the way in the corners. It's just like can't exactly do anything about it. Okay. So I'm wondering in the middle, do I carry these half foundations down all the way through? Looks like I do, yeah. Okay, that's what we'll do then. And then it'll look even more reinforced, of course. So then we just turn that on to vertical. Wouldn't be surprised if we lose power, even though I'm not moving. Like I said, we'll have to do the rest later because the rest of it's just not possible at the moment. And we don't want these any thicker. There's a way we can do those to make them work. Okay, so that's those. Yep. I might even use the foundations themselves to pivot using the micromanage tool, but again, like I said, it'll have to wait. So then, yeah, the exact same thing, the exact same deal here needs to be implemented. So, if those are on the edge, then why is my flashlight not working correctly? Then we do something similar there, I guess. As well. We can't move these in because they take up the exact size. But yeah, it looks like they're in this far at least. Yeah, these ones are going to be a little bit closer. So I have to do, whoop. I think this will work good. Paint those black to match. Alright. So does he doesn't clip the, oh he does, a little bit clipping the corner. But I think it's okay. And of course then we do the same on the bottom side here. To pull the cube together. Of course, this one is where the wall is going to go for the door. Yeah, a little bit of lag. Stab it. Another pillar. Another pillar. I don't know where that one went. It's in there somewhere. Okay. Paint these black, of course. It's just for the photo op. I think what I might do is I might put walls here instead of these. basically do this instead. Actually would look pretty cool. We did that along the bottom. Okay, so what we'd have to do in order to make that happen, so the walls, put a door here, each, so like that, and then we'd have to put it like this, but I want to line it up. Oop. Oh, that's happened before. Sometimes that locking mechanism does bug out. So if you put the wall like this, like that, yeah. And of course we'll paint it orange. The fix it primary. This one's gonna be. Where's this one's gonna be? Actually, no, that would be all black then, because we don't want that to blend in. Okay, so it would be like. How are we gonna do that? Yeah. Oh, we could just leave that there. Just change this to fix it wall, color it black. Actually, well, probably not a steel wall. That probably won't work. By the way, little note here: your corrugated steel walls are going the wrong direction. I just have to. I forgot about these. That I had these. We're going to be doing 2 different fixes this year because we're going to be doing one on a server and we're going to be doing one here as well. So. Should be fun. Might just paint, well, yeah, I'm just gonna paint this black. Whoops, hold on. Let me actually take, because it does have a secondary. Just paint that black there. And of course, we're just gonna remove the beams entirely. Then we're going to do this window here. Just like that. So, zoop. If only they had windows that didn't have the pieces in them. Like this one does. Oh, and then we're going to have an issue there too. That's going to be interesting. How are we going to do that? Because, yeah, we can't... what if we did concrete window? Well... And it looks like that. Of course, we could also do fix-it windows. Yeah, it doesn't change these at all. Okay, yeah, that does not work in the slightest. Then you're not going to be able to go through the door. Hold on. I can't get in. Okay, so that's the only one that's going to go like that then. Yeah, that's what I wanted right there. So then we do that. This is just so it makes sense. I think I'm gonna put a wall in here. Like an orange wall. Just for this specific one. I'm having trouble deciding. No, not that. And then at least it doesn't have these like black lines in it. I'm actually okay with this. That actually looks kind of cool. Actually looks kind of cool, to be honest with you. We might have to go off of this grid, though. Just saying. I think this would be the best grid to go off of. Because it is the actual grid. Then the only place we're going to have... I can't... Really? I can't put that there? No, it won't... Wow. It won't place there. Is there a window already there? I don't think so. What the heck? Why is it being such a pain? What? I'm confused. What just happened? Did it bug out? It had to, right? It won't place there because there's already a wall there. Okay. I'm just being stupid, that's all. That makes sense. So yeah, then it's gonna go like that. Yeah, so it won't place there because there already is a wall. There we go again. Trying to place it. That just might be the best way. Yeah, might be the best way at all. Make this work. It's either that or we put the wall in a bit. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. So that's what we do there. Is we just remove the wall, we put it where these where the beam would be. That makes more sense. Nice. Okay, well, I think we'll have to we're gonna have to leave it there, to be honest with you. And then we'll have to fix it later. Yeah, so we'll put the walls inside here once we have like everything else, I guess. Hopefully Micromanage will get finished soon so we can finish up some of these other projects that we want to do. But yeah, I think we're hitting the end of our episode. Probably a little bit past, I'm sure. Just like we always do, you know. That's how it goes. But I must say though, it is looking good. Yeah, look at this thing. Look at that next to the other one. That's pretty freaking cool, to be completely honest. I'm definitely enjoying it. Definitely. But like I said, that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. So I do hope you enjoyed. And next time we'll actually focus on getting something into this build. You know, like this one. uh, I am glad it worked out though, especially with the flying mentor thing and all that. Lots of lag, lots of lag, lots of lag. Why is it lagging so much? Holy crap. But yeah, I guess we'll figure that out next time. So again, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.